Welcome to a new video. You may be wondering, what the hell? Where's Like a Dragon Nation? Where's Far Cry 4? Where's Overcooked? Well, I felt like doing something different today. I literally just woke up. My voice is still a little weird from doing 7 hours of Far Cry last night. But I woke up and I immediately saw a tweet of someone saying, like, hey, what are your favorite video game franchises? And then I came up with the idea, like, oh yeah, I should do a tier list. So I found this. There are 250 to go through. Now, naturally, I haven't played all of them. So I'm only going to be ranking the ones that I've actually played, and the ones I haven't played are going to go in the not played section. For instance, Kirby. I have never... Oh, I'm going to have this issue, aren't I, with the mouse? Well, I lost Kirby. Yeah, my scroll wheel is, like, old. So we might need to start from the top, and work our way down. So that I don't just lose Kirby like I just did then. Alright, it's over now. Okay, we'll see if we can do this. It's just gonna take a while. Okay, so never played. Okay. Street Fighter. Mid. Not bad games, they're just not for me. Red Dead. Mid. Again, I went into full detail about my opinion on Red Dead on the Far Cry video. If anyone who's not seen those, I went in pretty hard. Just because Red Dead is a series that I have some respect for, and I understand why it's so popular, but I don't like that style of game. It's the same problem I had with GTA 5, of big open world, but then that big open world is full of scripted stuff, and it takes away control from the player. And what I don't have an issue too much with a story being linear, what I do have a problem with is going out of bounds and failing a mission because you want it to get into a certain spot to snipe or to just set up a plan, and then the game going, you abandoned the mission. I walked 20 feet to the right, or I climbed a fucking barn. How am I out of bounds? I guess it's because they know that if you go to those places, it's going to be like, oh shit, and this part's going to become too easy. So they take away control. And so for now, I give it a mid. Halo. Very good. Now, there's going to be people like, oh my god, you're so biased. Yeah. Halo, I've loved it since I was a little kid. Been playing it for around 20 years. So while a not perfect series, those early games are really good, especially Halo Reach. And then it kind of goes downhill with Halo 4, then a big downhill with Halo 5, and then a little bit up with Halo Infinite, but not to the levels of something like Halo 3 or Halo 2. So it's a very good series. It's got a lot of potential for a comeback. If the next Halo game is bad, it's going to go back down to maybe good or above average. Grand Theft Auto, above average. It's got the same problems with me as Red Dead does, but Grand Theft Auto has a lot more fun, especially with the early games, while Red Dead only has 2 games, other than Undead Nightmare, which is a DLC expansion. And I know, I just feel like GTA is more fun. At least with GTA, I can finish the main story. With Red Dead, I had to force myself to finish the first one, and the second one I just dropped. I just couldn't be bothered. Didn't enjoy it. Mass Effect. Good. Unfortunately, okay, 1 is okay. 2 is phenomenal. 3 is, and Andromeda is, ugh. But 1, 2, and 3 are so good together that despite their flaws, it's a good franchise. It's just, unfortunately, Andromeda's really, really let it down. So, if the next Mass Effect game is dog shit, this is going to go from a good to a mid, or just above average. But for now, I will say we can give it a good. The Sims 4. Now, I love The Sims. But they've killed it. They've killed it, and I have no hope in the future. Sims 1, great game. Sims 2, fantastic game. Sims 3, masterpiece. Sims 4, train wreck. And then they're going to be doing a live service one, and then they're going to keep working on Sims 4, which is the worst one. It's a cash cow. It's full of expansions and packs and shit like that, and I don't like it. I think it's lazy. I think it's milking the fans. And overall, I just don't think the game is any good anymore. It's just not what it was. They took out too many features, and they're too slow to add new features. And here's the biggest issue. So many expansions released broken. Like the high school one was released broken. So I can't really give them a pass for that. If you're going to be selling broken expansions in a series that relies on expansions, then you're below average. Or just not, you know what? Not good. Because those expansions are such a poor excuse. Especially in the modern day. Castlevania. I played a little bit of, but I can't rank it. Resident Evil. Above average. Because they've got a lot of flops. But they've got a lot of great games as well. But I prefer the older ones. Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5. Don't really like Resident Evil 6. I think they went too far with the action movie stuff. And then the newer ones, I don't really like them. I don't like backtracking games. And those are backtracking games. So for me personally, it's an above average. Great series. I'm just not overly fond of it. I have no idea what this is. The End of Fighters, never heard of it. Mortal Kombat. It goes above Street Fighter, but I'm not a big fighting game guy. Versus. I have no idea what this is. Battlefield. This is gonna piss people off, but I don't like Battlefield. I like the idea of a large-scale battle, but once I'm actually in there, I'm just like, I can't find anyone. And when I do find everyone, I'm just getting bombarded. And yeah, that's me not knowing how to play the game. But it's also just, like, they released 2042 broken. I know that they fixed it and it's having a resurgence, but it shouldn't take 2 years to fix a game after release before it's good to play. And I played the original couple, not the multiplayer, I played the story, and I just dropped them because they're not fun. So for me, it's a below average. I know that people are going to disagree with me. I mean, a lot of people are going to disagree with me on much of this. I'm going to get many dislikes if this ever gets views. But this is just how I feel. I'm not trying to be controversial. I'm not trying to say, fuck you, your games suck. If you like Battlefield, good for you. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't enjoy it. Other than the 2042 release and broken. There's nothing wrong with it. Medal of Honor. I think it just goes with Battlefield. It's such a series that I played a few of them, but it's never a series that I've ever felt like I should play. It's always felt outshined. Medal of Honor feels outshined by pretty much every other big war game, shooting game franchise, including Band of Brothers. So, yeah. Minecraft. I'd say good. Maybe above average. Because Minecraft has one good game. The rest of the spin-offs don't do it for me. So I would say, yeah, above average just because he made one of the greatest games of all time. But not much else. Forza. I'll say it's a good racing sim. Really good racing sim. Why I'm not a big racing guy fan. I spoke about this in Far Cry 4, in the Far Cry 4 episode 1. I like Forza, but I don't play it much because I'm just not a car guy. I'm not really excited by cars and racing, but it's a good franchise. Call of Duty, I would say above average. Yeah, it deserves to go now. I'm looking for Resident Evil, but Grand Theft Auto because I'm not crazy about Grand Theft Auto. But yeah, Call of Duty. I have some fond memories of like the earlier games. I don't really play any newer ones because one, I don't have money for them, and two, I have other games I want to spend money on, so I never spend money on the new Call of Duties. I played a bit of Warzone. I had a lot of fun, but I also had a lot of frustrations. There's this thing called movement players, and I can't keep up. And overall, Call of Duty games can be really mid. But I'd say as a franchise as a whole, with its history, it's an above average one. If you were ranking this purely off of recognition, revenue, and you know, and then a mix of my personal opinions, it would be up in very good to good, but for me personally, it's an above average one. Doom. This is a controversial one as well, because I don't really like Doom, but I have respect for the series, and their soundtracks are fantastic. So even though I don't enjoy them, I have enough respect for them to say, yeah, that's an above average franchise, and also sick ass music. So yeah, Guilty Gear. I don't think I've ever played Guilty Gear. Persona. So I really like Persona 3, Persona 4, and Persona 5. Not played Persona 1 and 2. I played a bit of Strikers. Tactica's coming out, and I haven't played the singing and dancing games. I'm gonna give it a masterpiece, because those games that I do enjoy are really good. So Persona's a really high one for me. I have no idea what this is. This might be Castlevania, and if it is, I've never played it. Not properly. Wolfenstein is trash. Wolfenstein is just horrible. None of them are fun. I haven't played a single Wolfenstein game that I thought, oh yeah, I'm having a good time. All of them are so dull. And they're not fun. Devil May Cry. Mid. They're just fine. They're just hack and slashy, demon killing games. You can't go wrong. If you like those kind of games, you like them. I don't. I get bored. But I kind of like the DMC remake, so take that as you will. Bayonetta, haven't played, but I want to. Lego. Mid. The games are solid, they're just boring, because they're designed for kids, and I know some people love them, so I'm like, they're good, but they're not for me. The Elder Scrolls. Above average. I wouldn't say the Elder Scrolls is a masterpiece one. The lore is fantastic. The actual games are kind of and a lot of them are dated quite poorly. And I always felt like my biggest issue with the Elder Scrolls is that I can't roleplay. And I like to roleplay in games, which is kind of why Elder Scrolls goes there for me. Fallout is good. So Fallout 1 and 2 are fantastic. Fallout 3 is Fallout New Vegas is, whoa, okay, more time in the oven and better combat. This could have been incredible. Fallout 4. Ugh. So, based off of those two first ones and New Vegas, you can do a lot with Fallout. It's just Fallout 3 was kind of meh, and Fallout 4 was like, the combat's good, but everything else is really toned down and gone down the shitter. They overly simplified the dialogue. The quest design isn't very exciting. The performance was a bit annoying because there was a lot of hitches, especially in Diamond City. But the lore is fantastic. The history of the original games is really good, and it's a good franchise. Even if the newer one and Fallout 76 aren't so great. Super Mario. I think it's a good video game franchise, but I don't enjoy them. I'm not a platformer guy. So, and I've never really owned Nintendo consoles, but I still think that it's a good franchise. Just because, while I personally don't enjoy them that much, I have a lot of respect for how well made they are and how passionate the fan base is for a genuinely good franchise. It's got some flops, but the highs far outweigh the lows. And so, while I can't give it a very good or a masterpiece because I don't enjoy them, I will at least acknowledge that it is good. Zelda, exact same thing as Super Mario. So I played Breath of the Wild. It's the only one I played, and I was really interested for the first 2 hours, and then my excitement was like, okay, and I just lost all interest. I don't know if that was on frame. It just reached the point where I was like, I was no longer having fun. My biggest issue is in the weapons. They break far too quickly. Like, all the weapons are super brittle. It's really annoying. So, there was just too many mechanics in that, and I just didn't like. But I think the way of the open world works, and the exploration, the combat, and that is solid. Even though it's not for me. Metroid, never played. Dark Souls, mid. It would be a lot higher, but I don't enjoy them at all. I can acknowledge that people love them, but there's nothing about Dark Souls that screams to me being particularly good. All of them just feel very clunky, very slow, very heavy, very overly punishing. I think it would really benefit from having a difficulty option just for people like me who are bad at them. But I don't think the excuse is, well, just get good. And it's like, I would get good if I enjoyed the game, which I don't. Because, for one, I don't like the combat. And that's not just because I'm bad at it, it's because I really hate slow, floaty combat, where I just feel like I could be playing the Yakuza right now. So Dark Souls just isn't for me. I think that the games are above average. I think they're decent. But I just don't get any appeal. I don't get any appeal. It's not for me. That's all it is. Final Fantasy, good. I wouldn't say that Final Fantasy is on the levels of... I wouldn't say that Final Fantasy is on the levels of Halo, but Final Fantasy is kind of a soft spot for me. I prefer the older turn-based games. The newer ones... not so excited, especially with 16. Because I've heard that they've really toned down the RPG mechanics. More of a hack and slash kind of fighting game. No real RPG stuff, and that for me is not a fan. I would prefer it to stay as a JRPG, which is why Dragon Quest is an S tier, because I fucking love turn-based JRPGs, and Dragon Quest is a great franchise. Well, maybe not a masterpiece, but I would say it's a low masterpiece just because of how good and engaging the games are. While not perfect, they are a lot of fun. Very simplistic, traditional, turn-based Japanese RPGs, and they're great. I really like them. Quake, never properly played them. Counter-Strike, mid. Team Fortress, good. Half-Life, very good. Portal, I would definitely put Portal in very good. Sonic, mid. Yakuza, masterpiece. My favorite gaming series by far. I adore those games. Super Smash Bros. Above average, but I don't enjoy them that much. I at least respect how good those games are and how well made they are, but I just don't have a lot of fun when I play them. Hearts of Iron, never played. No idea what that is. Victoria? No idea. Crusader Kings is good. Is good. I don't understand them. They confuse the fuck out of me, but they're good. Company of Heroes, haven't played. Pokemon, mid. Ace Attorney, so Phoenix Wright. So I haven't played the newer ones, but I played enough of the Ace Attorney, Justice for All, and Trials and Tribulations to say, yeah, masterpiece. Not perfect games, but fantastic, fantastic games. And while I haven't played the newer ones, they are coming to Game Pass soon, so maybe this will go down to very good if I don't enjoy them. But for now, masterpiece. Yeah. Mega Man, never played. A little before my time. Metal Slug, don't think I've played. Contra, don't think I've played. I have no idea when this is. Civilization, you know, it's kind of on the same level as Pokemon for me, where I get why they're popular, but I don't enjoy them. They don't do anything for me. The Last of Us. Above average. I don't like Part 2, but Part 1 is really good. Uncharted. I know a lot of people are going to say, what the fuck? Look. I haven't played them. But from what I've seen of them, I'm like, it's not for me. I don't like those linear shooting games where you have like long climbing sections. That I just know I wouldn't enjoy it. But I don't really play PlayStation. I played a lot of PS2. But PS3, no, I went straight to Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox Series X. So, I don't. If you see PlayStation things and you're like, why aren't you ranking PlayStation things? Hi, well, why have you never played that PlayStation things? Because I only play PS2. Crash Bandicoot is good. But I'm really bad at them. SimCity, below average. They were good back in the day. It's dead now. What have you got? That really bad one from 2013, or the mobile game. It's not good. Yeah, FIFA trash. Age of Empires, not played properly anyway. I don't know what this is. Need for Speed. Mid. Batman. Good. Injustice. I will give good. Just because they have more interesting storylines for me personally, since I'm a superhero fan. But still, fighting games aren't really my thing. Midnight Club, never played. Manhunt, never played. Gran Turismo, I haven't played since PS2. Eco, I haven't played it, but I want to. BioShock, not good. I know that people love it, I've just never gotten into it. I've always found them to be not fun. Stalker, haven't played, but I'm looking forward to the new one. Metro, they're good games, I just don't enjoy them. So, we'll say above average. Because I have respect for them. Spyro, above average, yeah. Guitar Hero. Not a masterpiece, because the later ones and live are not that great. But Warriors of Rock, Guitar Hero 3, Guitar Hero Metallica, very good games. And World Tour as well, because they added the drums and the vocals, so good series. Needs a revival. Warcraft, mid. Titanfall is very good. I would almost give it a masterpiece. They're just very good games. Very, very well made shooters. A good competitor to Call of Duty. Just EA doesn't respect it enough to actually properly support the games. Unreal Tournament. I haven't really played. Gears of War is an above average. I would put it above Call of Duty for me. I like Gears of War. I just don't find the gameplay very fun. But I had a lot of fun playing it when I was younger, especially in multiplayer. Metal Gear. Above average. It is good. We'll say, yeah. It goes next to Gears of War for me, because I don't enjoy the new ones, but I have respect for the other ones, and I've been enjoying them on PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1. I have got to say, I didn't start on the PlayStation 2, I started on the PlayStation 1, I just remembered I had a PlayStation 1. And before that I had a Sega. I used to play Home Alone. Not a good game. Dark Stalkers? Oh, is that Darksiders? No, Dark Stalkers. I don't know what Dark Stalkers is. StarCraft I haven't played. Rainbow Six, mid. Assassin's Creed, good, but the newer ones on Valhalla, Origins, and Odyssey are just not fun. There's no fun to be had for me personally. I hate the RPG mechanics. When they said they were going in RPG route, I was like, okay, I like RPGs. This could be really good. How wrong was I? Yeah, if we didn't have the early games to boost this up, this would be in the horrible category. But just because it's got such a strong back catalogue, it's a good. But if those newer ones become the norm, it's going to go down to horrible. Watch Dogs. Not good. Very boring games. Dishonored. Good games. I'm just really bad at them. But good games. Not played. Left 4 Dead, masterpiece. We need a Left 4 Dead 3, especially after Back 4 Blood flopped. Kingdom Hearts. I've only played one of them and I didn't enjoy it. So I'm not even going to bother ranking it. Madden. Don't care for. NBA. Trash. You know what, we'll put Madden in trash because I've never played them. I know how bad the monetization is, and I've seen all of Angry Joe's videos on them. It's a trash. WWE. While they're fun, I wouldn't say they're anything special. I would say above average. NHL. Neves are actually not that bad. I would say mid. The Show, haven't played. UFC, not great. They're below average. They can be good, but they can also be pretty poorly made. It's EA. They just shit shit out. Don't know what that is. Armor, mid. The best part of Armor was DayZ mod. The actual Armor games just don't interest me. I'm not really into war, so war sims aren't, you know. Yeah. I don't know what that is. Sly Cooper, I've never played him. Banjo-Kazooie. While I do not enjoy them, I think they are good. Because they're just really solid, great platformers. But I don't like platformers. So while I can't give it a very good, where I think it does deserve to be, I will give it a good. Simply because I don't enjoy them personally. And Nuts and Bolts was really bad. Donkey Kong. I've only played the first one. Knights in the Old Republic. I haven't played it. Mountain Blade. Mid. They could be a lot better, but they're just, the combat's just not very engaging. It could be done better. Battlefront. Mid. Those early games were really good. The newer ones, EA, ugh. I can't read that. Ace Combat. Oh, it's the flying games. I don't care for them. Animal Crossing. Yeah, above average. Fire Emblem. I really want to play these. God of War. Above average. Haven't played the PS4 and PS5 ones. but I play some of them on 360. And when they are hack and slashes, like Devil May Cry, I at least think that they are better than Devil May Cry. Dragon Ball Z, don't care. Naruto, I played a little bit of them. They're not very fun. Don't know what that is. I don't think I've played this. I don't think I've played Fatal Fury. Final Fight, I don't think I've played Final Fight. I don't think I've played that. Streets? No. Burnout. Above average. Virtual Fighter. Mid. Not my kind of games, but I do respect them. Tekken. Good. Tekken games are good. I don't really enjoy them that much, because again, fighting games, but I do have a lot of respect for Tekken. And I have a lot of good memories about playing them as a kid. Star Fox, haven't really played them. F-Zero, haven't played them. Silent Hill, I haven't played them, but I've seen my friends play them, and they look good. So I'm gonna give it above average just because I haven't played it, but I think if I did play it, it could go into good or very good. Dino Crisis, haven't played. Duke Nukem. Yeah, not good. Postal. Not good. The first ones were decent, and then the whole series went completely downhill. Shantae. I'm gonna give it a mid just because I can acknowledge that they're good games, but I played a bit of one of them. You know what? No, it's not fair. Yeah, Heretic Hexman. Never heard of it. Pac-Man. You know, mid. Tetris. I mean it's Tetris. So, yeah. Bomberman. These are fun, but I can only really give them a mid because they don't really do much for me. But they are fun. Oh, that's Bomberman. What the fuck is that? Is that not Bomberman? What is that? I don't know. Never heard of that. Splinter Cell. Mid. Ultimate Alliance I haven't played. Ghost Recon. Not good. Wasteland. Below average. Essentially Wasteland is just Fallout, but without the interesting lore. I recognize this logo, but I don't know what it's for. What it's from. Yeah, I don't recognize it. Perfect Dark. Mid. Feel like they haven't done a lot with it. Is this One Piece? Okay, One Piece is a not good. I've only played one of them, but that one game I played is so piss poor it doesn't give me much hope for the other games. Knights, never heard of. Jack and Dexter. I remember these being really, really good. I really want to download some on an emulator and replay them. So I'm going to give them a good, because I remember them being really good. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. I haven't played Jet Set Radio. Splatoon, I played a little bit of. Interesting idea for a game, but I don't really care for them. Fear, it's a horror game. I don't play horror games. Crisis, I haven't played enough of. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Brothers in Arms is mid. Decent games back in the day, but I mean, they don't make them anymore. I haven't played these. Amnesia. Not good in my opinion. Monster Rancher. I don't know. I was thinking of Climb Venture. Dead Space is very good. Rock Band is kind of mid. I've only played a couple of them, and I really hate the big blocky buttons. And a lot of the soundtracks were like, you know, you got some good stuff here, but not very memorable. Parappa the Rapper. Very iconic character. Decent games. I would say above average. Don't know what Blood is. The Witcher. The first couple aren't great. Oh, fuck's sake. My mouse. I need to get a new mouse. But yeah, that new, you know, number 3 is really good. I would say good. I would say good. Just because the first couple don't really do it for me, but Witcher 3 is really good. So Witcher 1 and 2 don't do much for me. Witcher 1 is really dated. Witcher 2 is dated, but it's got some good bits to it, and Witcher 3 is just a good game. I find it boring when I replay it, but my first playthrough was so good that I think it's a good franchise, and it's got tons of very good lore, so I think it deserves to go up there. Dragon Age is one of those that I have played, but I can't really get into, so I'll give it above average. Baldur's Gate. So I really like Baldur's Gate 3. I think Baldur's Gate 3 is a masterpiece. Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 are real-time with pause, and I hate real-time with pause. So just for that, it gets a good. Worms. Good. Ultima. Five Nights at Freddy's. Mid. Ape Escape, never played. Super Monkey Ball. Mid. Oh my god. Oh, Shenmue. Interesting games, were quite boring, but I at least have respect for them. Football Manager. Yeah. Prey. Prey is good. Haven't played Digimon. Flat Out. Don't really remember Flat Out. Day of Defeat. I don't think I ever played Day of Defeat. That's before my day on PC. I've only played one Tales game, and it was good. And I'm sure the rest of them will like it. I've only played Tales of Arise, so I'm going to give it a good. Horizon Zero Dawn, haven't played them. Valkyria, haven't played them. Dragon Ball, no. No. Dead Rising is... If you ignore Dead Rising 4, then Dead Rising is a very good, nearly a masterpiece. Binding of Isaac. I don't really think this is a franchise, is it? They've only got one game, to my understanding, but I could be wrong. But, good. Prince of Persia, mid. Driver, mid. Got some good games, but it's got some heavy flops as well. Splunky, haven't played. True Crime, I barely remember True Crime. Clock Tower, haven't played. Don't know what that is. Nier, I'm gonna say mid, because they're solid JRPGs. They're just not very interesting to me. Tomb Raider goes mid as well. I think that the Tomb Raider is renowned, deservedly so, but I don't find them fun. Sniper Elite, probably above average, but that could easily go in mid as well. They do some good stuff, but yeah, they're not too exciting. Diablo. Okay. State of Decay. I think State of Decay is good. And State of Decay 3, if it's really good, then it goes up to very good for me. I really, really like State of Decay 1. I have a very soft spot for it. I played a lot of that on 360 arcade. And then 2 was a bit... but the combat was good, the RPG mechanics and the survival aspects were good. It was just a little bit of a letdown with there being no story and it just being purely sandbox. Fable is not a masterpiece, but I would say it's very good. Chivalry, above average, I would say. Never heard of Samurai Showdown. Dynasty Warriors, not played them, but I've seen enough gameplay to know that they are horrible. Space Invaders, I mean it's Space Invaders, so mid. Monster Hunter, above average, but I wouldn't go crazy to play one. Men of War, no idea. Command and Conquer, above average. Rage is another series that I can't really get into, but I at least see the appeal. But I'm just gonna give it a mid. Undertale, don't care. Strider, I haven't played. Soul Calibur, I only played a little bit. I was saying that they're kind of on par with the other ones. So whatever they are, in mid, maybe go in mid. Drakengard, I haven't played, but I really want to. Ratchet and Clank, masterpiece. Can't get much better than that. Armor Core, haven't played them. Dragon Ball, fuck off. Naruto, fuck off. Daytona, Daytona's decent. I would say, as far as Japanese arcade games go, it's above average. Don't know what that is. Double Dragon, never played it. Danganronpa, never played it. Haven't played it. Shovel Knight, haven't played it. Little Big Planet, I played a little bit of it. I would say that if they did revive it, it could be pretty good. But for now, mid. Haven't played. Don't recall what Syndicate is. Oddworld, I haven't played. Insurgency is mid. Cool games, just doesn't do much for me. Haven't played Chrono Trigger. Gundam, haven't played. Dragon Ball, haven't played. Overwatch is trash. Red Faction, kind of mid. Mid, I feel, for this one. Borderlands is not good. I find them very boring. Very, very boring. Max Payne. I've only played Max Payne 3, but I've seen people play Max Payne 2 and Max Payne 1, and I am wanting to, I've actually got them on my wish list to buy an Xbox. I would say Max Payne is above average. Rayman. Rayman, it feels like they could have done more with. But I will say that Rayman is an above average. Psychonauts is while I don't go crazy for them because they're platformers. I think they are extremely good platformers. Saints Row. So I like Saints Row 3 as a kid. When I go back to it now, no. Siphon Filter. I've only played the first one. I've seen gameplay of the others. It is above average. Time Splitters. I played a bit of Time Splitters. It's got great humor. I don't know if it even has a sequel, honestly, or which Time Splitters I played, but I would say above average, maybe even good. The Blob, never played. Epic World Fantasy, never heard of. Warhammer. The tabletop game is probably really good, but the game's not. XCOM, haven't played. Alone in the Dark, haven't played. Well, I have played Alone in the Dark. That's the Alan Wake games, isn't it? Cool concept, doesn't really do it for me. The Forest, mid. Fun games, but they're nothing special. Oh my god. And I've lost it. I don't know where it's gone. Well, that's been lost. We'll find it later. Haven't played Project Diva. Darkest Dungeon I haven't played, but the music is fantastic. The Dark Pictures, probably mid. Maybe below average even. Yeah, we'll say below average. Haven't played. Divinity. Shit. Okay, all good. Oh, and there's the forest. So we'll move it up to mid. And then where's Divinity? Oh, Divinity is not a masterpiece. Divinity is very, very good. Dungeon Keepers. Sorry, Dungeon Keeper fans, but the mobile games are absolute garbage. While the originals may be good, I can't support that series at all. Mario Kart is a masterpiece. Mario Party. And they are very good. Okay, Mario Tennis, haven't played. 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 I have no idea what that is. Haven't played. Far Cry. Well, we've been playing Far Cry. Far Cry's a weird one. Far Cry 3 is great. Far Cry 2 is, from what I remember, good. Just kind of confusing. Far Cry 1 I haven't played. Far Cry 4 I'm enjoying so far. It's essentially just Far Cry 3 but with more content. Far Cry... It's kind of, well, not more content. It's like a Far Cry 3 extension. Far Cry 4 is good. So Far Cry 5 isn't very good, and then Far Cry 6 I've heard is pretty bad, especially with the way that leveling system locks you off from certain areas and it limits the freedom of exploring the map. So I think it's good, but it could easily start going down into the mid section. Destiny is mid. Haven't played. What is that? I don't know. Honkai. Name is familiar, but I don't know. That's it. When They Cry, I haven't played. We're just gonna get these out of the way, because I haven't played a lot of these. Zone of Enders is good. Killing Floor, yeah. Haven't played Turok. Haven't played that. 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 Flashpoint, I don't like it. And then Warhammer again. We'll go with Warhammer on there. Okay, so let's get these final ones out of the way. Destroy all humans. Very charming. Very charming games filled with humor. I will say is a high... Oh, well, I'll say it's a low good. Zone of Enders. So Zone of Enders is really good. I'm not massive on mech games, but I played them as a kid, and I replayed them as an adult, and they're very hard. I got stuck quite early on when I got back to it at some point, but good. Killing Floor. Above average. And then Flashpoint is like a shittier armor. And we are done. So now we just need to organize them. So we'll start from the bottom to the top. So which of these do I think is the worst? Well, I think Wolfenstein's the best out of the lot. FIFA is unforgivable, but so is NBA 2K. I think NBA 2K goes even further than FIFA. And Madden would go alongside FIFA. And we'll say... Yeah. I feel like Wolfenstein doesn't deserve to be with this lot. So I'm going to bump it up to... And it doesn't deserve to be with them either. But I don't like them. I'll just put it on not good. I don't like them, but they're not as terrible as these. Okay, so out of these three, Ascendant Football Manager is the worst, and Ascendant Dynasty Wars is probably slightly better than Diablo just because I can't stand Activision Blizzard, like, things they've done with a new Diablo game, and I never found Diablo fun anyway. I found them quite dull. Not my kind of games. Of all of these, I would say... Yeah. Yeah, now onto here. Flashpoint deserves to be the lowest. No, I even move it into not good. I don't like them. Put it down. Yeah, that will do. Okay, next. Yeah. Go down. Next. Next. Okay, next. And then top of here, so we've got Mario Kart. I think these are already in order, honestly. Maybe I would bump Left 4 Dead up. Yeah. And then Ace Attorney fits. Yeah, okay. I think there we have it. That is the final tier list for best 200 gaming franchises, in my opinion. There's a lot I haven't played. That is the final list. Just keep in mind this is all from my subjective point of view. And if you like any of these more than me, that's completely fine. This isn't like a definitive list saying this is how everyone should feel. This is just what my list is on how I feel about these games. And there's a lot of bias in here. I'm aware of it. But this is my list. And I'm a biased prick. And so this is what we're going with. So, thank you very much for watching. If that was a waste of your time, well, you know, anything coming in.